Good night. Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's what's happening in our territory this evening. A young man on St. Thomas was severely beaten yesterday. News Channel 8's Lee Carl has the details.
St. Thomas police are looking into a report a young man was beaten mercilessly at the Market Square area. He was identified as Andrea LaGuardia, and apparently he told police he was walking toward his vehicle in the Comprinzengata, that's Lower Main Street, when a man approached him. He said there was a brief confrontation, and then he continued walking. The man approached him again after the victim got into his car, this time with a handgun. The assailant struck him with a closed fist, dragged him out of the vehicle, began beating him. Melody Rames says that LaGuardia said the victim was robbed of his bracelet and also a wallet containing personal information. LaGuardia was unable to identify his attacker. Police are asking for any information.
In other news, we continue our look at the public schools in the territory. Tonight, we have an upset parent who's having trouble getting her kids registered for school. News Channel 8's Wes Small has this exclusive report.
We're still talking about back-to-school plans and getting your children back to school. Right now, we're in front of Ricardo Richards, and before we talk to this irate parent who's going to talk about registration, I want to tell you that when we last left you at Woodson yesterday, remember that with Tyrone Molyneux and Sean Gibson? They went to Alfredo Andrews School, and Sean Gibson told us later on in the afternoon that was unacceptable. Alfredo Andrews School definitely not ready for your children to come back next week. So we do have some problems, some glitches in the system. Right now I'm with Wally. She is a parent with 2 children, and she's got a big mess going on here. Department of Education and Ricardo Richards is going to try to get it all cleared out. Wally, let's take us back to how this all started.
Okay, well, I registered my children to school to attend Ricardo Richards on June 17th, and I received a phone call on Thursday, August 14th, letting me know that my kids were not able to come to this school because the school was full. Now, the problem with that is I received no notification stating that the school was full, that they might not be able to attend the school. I was given an admissions form and said, see you on August 25th. 11 days before school starts, I get a call saying, unfortunately, your kids can't come to the school because it's full. Now, where that doesn't come into being fair is that my kids are booted out of the school because there are other kids that are living in West or in East or in Center Island that don't belong in this zoning district that are taking up their space. I have nothing against other communities attending this school, but I live literally a minute and a half away from the school, and my kids can't get in because it's full with other kids. Now, I think that the Department of Registration should change their ways of working because they only have one office for all public schools, and they should have a daily update of how many students are allowed to be accepted into the school and registered, as opposed to just signing everyone up, giving admissions forms, and then a few months down the line telling them, sorry, your kids can't get in. That's completely unfair.
Well, Wally, we certainly hope your situation gets worked out. Keep me posted at News Channel 8 what happens to you. Where your kids going to end up going to school?
Right. Hopefully here. I refuse to give up until they're into Ricardo Richards. They live a minute and a half away. They will be coming here. And what I do ask is that if there are any other parents out there that are disgruntled, upset about the situation, if you're going through this, speak up about it. A lot of people have problems. You know, they argue with other people and they talk about it, but they don't do anything about it.
778-5008, extension 226. I'm one of the easiest reporters to get to in the Virgin Islands. Call me, and we'll see what we could do. We certainly hope this situation gets worked out. By the way, Wally was just telling me that one of the reasons why she lives here, she feels that this is the best place for her children, educational-wise. Says her 4-year-old is doing what? Cursive?
She was writing in cursive at 4 years old and reading at 5.
So you have no knocks against our teachers and so forth?
I actually think the academic system here is very good, and I came from Miami, and it's much better than it is in the States. And that's why I came for a year, and I've been here for 4.5, because of the education and because St. Croix is so family oriented. But when it comes to stuff in the government, there are a lot of issues, and the problem is that there are a lot of people on top that are actually trying to do better and trying to help, and they're very kind, but the people on the bottom are not helping to make them succeed. They're, you know, some of them are kind of rude, and they think that you're there for their help. They don't need to, you know, rush into anything, and that actually knocks the entire department and the people upstairs that are actually doing something about it. And, you know, I think everyone should be involved in this, and if you have children and your children are misplaced unjustifiably, you should be speaking up about it and make a big stink about it so something can be done.
All right, there you have it. Thank you very much. Here we are in front of Ricardo Richards. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.